It's alright. Here comes the sun. Here comes the sun. It's alright. Sun, 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 here we come. Sun, 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 here we come. Sun, 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 here we come.
Hare
Sun, 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 here we come.
Krishna,
Sun, 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 here we come.
Hare Krishna, Go, Nityananda, Shri Krishna, Chaitanya. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Here comes the sun. It's alright. Here comes the sun. Here comes the sun. It's alright. It's alright.
Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Hare Krishna, this is for Abhaya Dasi. Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Rama, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Jesus Prabhupada, Jesus Prabhupada, Jesus Prabhupada, Jesus Prabhupada, Srila Sri Advaita Nityananda Gauranga Chananda Nityananda Nityananda Nitai Gauranga Nitai Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna. Hare Krishna, Gauranga Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Gauranga Nityananda, Jaya Sachinandana, Jaya Sachinandana, Jaya Sachinandana, Gauranga Nitai Nityananda, Sri Advaita, Gadadhar, 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 Shrivas, 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 Shrivas. Krishna, Hari Hari Bo, oh Hari 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 Bo, Hari Hari Krishna. This is what I was looking for. No, that one.
Reserva tu vuelo, obtén una oferta de hotel y celebra.
Ay, ay, y sorry por la gente que quiere saberlo todo. Si pongo el location ya no hay spot. Y voy a pasarla bien y no pensar.
Remember this one? Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Gauranga Nityananda, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Gotta practice that one. All right. Oops. Where are we at? Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hey. Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Hare Hare. Gauranga Nityananda. Hare Krishna, man, this is fantastic. Man, this is getting exciting. Are you getting thrilled? Isn't this the best movie you ever seen? Come on, man. Where have you seen a Hollywood blockbuster like this, right, Amy? This kind of stuff is uncommon. This is like right out of Jesus Christ superstar stuff. You know, it's amazing. It's like miracle stuff. We got a new demon slayer now. Lalita Ganga's inheriting the curse of being hard like a thunderbolt and soft like a flower. Did you see her in action this morning, man? Ooh, wow, man, watch out. We got a new demon slayer here. If there's any demons in any of us, Krishna's going to use her. See that sword, man. Watch out. Yeah, it's time for her to. Now I'm going to just chant and sing now, and enjoy the warm fuzzies, and I'm going to let her slay the demons now. I'm going to go in retirement. It's her now. It's her turn. What do you guys think? That's a good idea. Yeah. So let's see. Let's read a little bit here too. Exercise me. Oh, what's there to exercise there? We'll just exercise you. No exercise. Yeah, she's really gonna, she's spontaneously developing the ability to be hard like a thunderbolt and soft like a flower. So watch out. There's always could be some thorns amongst roses. All right. All right, where are we? Let's see, what have we got here? Yeah, okay. This is chapter 12 of the Adi Lila, Chaitanya Charitamrita. As the trunk and the branch, this text number 6, Adi Lila. As the fruits of love of Godhead that grew on those branches of the tree, new window. Okay, there we go. Yeah, do I do? Okay, well, what is this here? Where was I? Missed it, lost it here. I'm going to start with the first verse because, it's important. The followers of Advaita Prabhu were of two kinds. Some were real followers and the others were false. Rejecting the false followers, I offer my respectful obeisances to Sri Advaita, real followers whose life and soul was Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, real followers have the real bhakti. They have the Lord Chaitanya's nature. Okay? And that's something that's a gift. It's so high to attain. That's why you see Lalita was reading the brahmachari who was thrown out of the kirtan of Lord Chaitanya. And Lord Chaitanya says, you can't do enough austerities to gain my association. You can't do enough. There's no amount of austerities you can do to gain this intimate association with not only just God in some particular form, some particular manifestation that's not his full expression of who he actually is. See? But this very confidential form, and to see that the dancing and that nature of God is very special and very, it's unattainable. It's unknowable. This is the Lord's nature. It says in Bhagavad Gita that the Lord is unknowable. Is it Gita or Bhagavatam somewhere? Anyway, he's unknowable and unattainable, incomprehensible. Okay? But when he gives us the gift of this devotion that he came to bring in this Kali Yuga, which comes through the parampara system, by the way, see, then you could actually know him. See, but it's amazing. What is going on here is so confidential. And as you get the mercy of Lord Chaitanya and the devotees here, you begin to understand this is actually the Leela of Lord Chaitanya. He's actually working through the devotees here. Yeah. So he works through the devotees here and performs his pastimes of delivering the souls by giving them this highest gift here. It's really interesting. One devotee here, Fernando, I think he's here now, was telling me that Bhagavan, Bhagavan Das, he's back on Facebook or something, and he has lots of followers, and I remember in 2010 or something, he had it might have been his son or somebody managing his Facebook page, because even though he left, people still believe in him, and he has followers and everything. He's just an ordinary Joe like you and I. Matter of fact, I was listening to his consciousness, all kinds of just speculating on this and that, and New Age mixed in with yogas and all this stuff. And people think that is the standard of a guru because nobody's ever really taught them. Oh, well, Prabhupada did sort of, but who understood? Yeah. So this mercy of Lord Chaitanya, when you see that people have no idea what it is. You have to be with the devotees to learn about this. These gurus don't understand this mercy. They're just doing some kind of superficial, external bhakti. This is so different, man. This is so real. Like I think Bhagavan asked Fernando, said, because he was praising, saying that we're in our devotional positions and all that stuff. He says, "Oh, are they going in the rasa dance?" And this is what Bhagavan says. It's unbelievable what they think. There's all fantasies, all speculations. And it doesn't go with, it's just what people fantasize Radha and Krishna are like. And when people actually realize Krishna, that you're going to be in the Leela, you're going to see lights, like an acid trip, ever see LSD? It's going to be like that LSD trip, Radha and Krishna. You're going to be sitting there walking around in that kind of realm like that, and be locked up in the house there, these funny farms sectioned over there. That's what it'll do for you, the things. But that's not the example of the devotees in Chaitanya Leela. It's this clear example here. Relishing mellows doesn't mean you have to be in the actual scene, the Leela. There's Radha! Oh, I'm Radha! Oh, you notice all of that stuff going on now, in Vaishnava. It's all speculation. None of those people really get it. It's like we have some of these people in our Sangha here. They sahaja stuff. They want to, I'm a really high devotee and all that stuff. There's many bewilderments. And how you get through them is by equal faith in a real spiritual master and Krishna. See, not just any spiritual master of these modern days. No, an associate of Lord Chaitanya. Yeah, high standard here, man. Not just any, like, oh, are you a spiritual master, like one of these thousands? No, when you find the real spiritual master, man, you found God. Yes, but not in the way you may think. Most people think. No, when you find a real spiritual master, you find God. And when you find God, you really find God, and he sees you're really sincere, you find a real spiritual master. The Lord comes as that devotee, and you can recognize the real God through that spiritual master. Otherwise, you're faked out by these Bhagavan Dasas. Your guy will never come here. They're too proud. They got a pride. They're too infatuated and intoxicated with their following, with their followers. Yeah, kind of like Johann, Oh, sorry, Johann. Kind of like him, He's intoxicated with his high quality follower. It's like, I can't help but laugh, man, You think, ooh, I'm going to give class. Ooh, Shamakuri. Ooh, Madhusudan. Oh, very high quality, man, And because I block these people, they go over there. Oh, go on. Will you give me shelter there? This Dean Smith. Oh, will you get me, go hard block me, but will you give me shelter? Will you, I'm coming to you now. See, that's called prostitute, You didn't like say, well, what did I do? Can I make it up? No. Oh, you're not accepting me? Oh, no problem. I'll just go to Johan. And then when he goes to Johan, then he goes over to Eric, because Eric's giving nice, intelligent, what do you call, Brahmitical, he knows all these, all the words, Veda means this and this and that and this and this. Ooh, wow, impressive. And Dean Smith goes over there and says, oh, hey, go over and block me, Is this a Fellini movie or something that we're in here? It's so funny, isn't it? See, you know what it is? People don't know. What is it to be self-realized and enlightened and getting the mercy of Lord Chaitanya? No, just everything, you relish the chanting of the holy name and tears come out of your eyes. You got a, body, the Lord gives you a taste. You get a deep and ever-increasing taste. If it gets to the point, where you start seeing leelas and all that, that might be this, but you be self-realized way before that. As soon as you can relish the chanting the holy name and tears pour out of your eyes and you laugh like a madman, there you go. Let's work on that. Because we got all these bullshitters out there, going around. Oh, I see the Leela. Oh, yeah, follow me. Hey, I can chant 1 lakh. Follow me. But nobody can taste the nectar in the holy name and be like Haridas. Where does it say that he was seeing the Leelas and all that stuff? He was tasting the nectar and chanting holy name, kind of like what? Where? Not in Bhagavan Das. I guarantee you he's not chanting in ecstasy. I guarantee you Radhanath is, and neither is Jaipataka. None of them. And that is the essence of Krishna consciousness. Now don't say I'm intense. I'm not intense. I'm very peaceful and calm, relaxed. Oh, they're laughing like mad women down there. We got them going, man. I can hear it downstairs. Okay, I'll calm down. Slow down. Easy, boy. Give me a few Valiums. Let me take some narcotics. Where's the donkey there downstairs? Okay, slow down, boy. Hold your horses, man. It's your fault. You're such a attentive audience. Yeah, all right, I get the donkeys. It's coming up here. That's good. You can stay up here if you guys want. If you want, I need some, some laughter stuff. Those. Oh, you're cooking? No, see, okay. Give me the donkey. That's good. Thank you. Hey, who's that look like? Johan. He does actually. He looks like this now. He acts like this. How can he do that? How can Krishna make him act like that? That's like, it seems so ridiculous to me that he would actually do this. It must be under God's direction for him to do what he's doing. Can you imagine? 6 years. Oh, glories. Oh, glories. Oh, glories to Bhaktivedanta Acharya, blah, 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 every day. Yeah. And now I give him a little, I always do that, even, especially when the guy says, I don't need any purification. The axe comes down. Hey, man, what's really in there is I want to be guru. I have the right opinion, not you. You're a speculator. He calls me a speculator now. I'm a word juggler. I'm the word juggler. Oh, I see. Okay, yeah. No wonder you always like this thing, man. Anyway, eventually he'll see how ridiculous he is, actually, and it's good because, when you got that inside and you're inside inwardly like that, it has to come out. And otherwise you'll not see it. You're coming out and acting, sometimes you got to act out, he's got to act like a fool. I mean, really, he's got to act like a complete idiot, a complete hypocrite, and show how hypocritical it is to say for 6 years, all glory to my guru, and then he gets a little chastisement and and all of a sudden complete rejection. And now he's Gurudev. You know, he's sitting on a seat, right? You see his little bony legs, you know, here they go like that. Sometimes you can see some privates on there. That's what I never watch enough, but I think some other people are going to see little privates, you know, you'll shake the leg down there and you might see something. Maybe that's what keeps Shamaguri around. yeah. Okay. I am a bad boy. I'm sorry, man. Okay, the followers of Dvaita were two kinds. Some were real followers and the others were false. Johan, he always wears short, and you see everything sometimes, you know. He'll move his legs and you'll see his private sometimes. That's what I heard. I don't know. Is that true there, down there? Or am I speculating? I think Lalita told me that, you know, so blame her, man, you know. Okay, all the followers of Dvaita were two kinds. Some were real followers and the others were false. Rejecting. Are you ready for that? Rejecting the false followers. I offer my obeisances to the real obeisances to the real followers of Advaita Prabhu. Yeah, so should we just reject those false followers? If we rejected all those false followers, it sounds like the verse would be, false followers, right? If we rejected them, there'd be no one would be saved, because 99.9% of humanity are false followers. And I can just see the gurus, what? How dare, Lord? We're real followers of Lord Chaitanya. Don't you see how many followers we have following us? Followers? What is a real follower? Has anybody ever asked the question in the Hare Krishna movement? I never heard anybody say, well, what is a real follower of Lord Chaitanya? Because if you can answer that question, then you will know where to go. Because if you find a real follower of Lord Chaitanya, that means that person knows Lord Chaitanya. Otherwise, you will not follow Lord Chaitanya. You will say he's mad, just like people do here. You want to know if a person's a real follower of Lord Chaitanya, you find somebody that it follows a follower. And if they don't follow a follower, they're false followers. That's how you know. That's the only way you can know. You got to find a real follower of Lord Chaitanya who has the real mercy of Lord Chaitanya. That real mercy is what you see here in the real disciples of a real follower of Lord Chaitanya. You know, I can't spell it out any more clear than that. But I'll try. How's that one go there, Amy? Try. It's a song like that, right? Try. Oh yeah, like that. But I try. Yeah, real followers have real bhakti, man, real devotion. What does that look like? A face like you see on these gurus? Not one of them looks like a real follower. You know, where are the tears, man, pouring out of their eyes? Don't you even see it in the pictures? That's a real follower, man. You see any of that going on in our Sangha? All over, you know, that's what it's about. Crying, laughing, choking up, chanting the holy name. Great ecstatic bliss. That's a real follower. Has anybody even asked the question? That's why you see people come and they sing the song, Shri Guru Charana Padma, like parrots for 40 friggin' years. The Guru doesn't know what is this mercy of Guru. Oh, yeah, the song says, from them ecstatic prema emanates, and you can't find a little peep of any of that prema in anybody out there. Nobody knows what it looks like. They come here and they say, what is this that you got? We're Narayan Raj, Father. We're Radhakund Babaji's. We're ISKCON. What is this you're doing here? This is not Varnashram Dharma. Well, Vrindavan is not Varnashram Dharma. It's a lot of crying, a lot of laughing, a lot of joking, a lot of bliss. And the devotees show that, they demonstrate that. And to know, see, you get enough experience of everything in here. You want a lesson, you want to learn something, you come here and you'll learn what is devotional service and what it isn't. What it isn't is a bunch of sahajas here, like these guys that want to give classes. You know, number 1, Johan, that's sahaja. Number 2 is Tom. Number 3 is Eric. Number 4 is Karuna. Out there you say, well, hey, man, you ain't ecstatic devotees. You want to know a real devotee? Govinda and Lalita and some others, like, you know, they show that they show you they're real devotees. They do this naturally. Lalita's serving, Janaki's serving, Chaitanya Das is serving, Amy Rose is serving. Can't you tell people they have a real heart? The others are false followers, but there's good news for you false followers if you want to hear it, and it's tough to hear because it's Sergeant here. Yes, sir. I want to hear from you guys. You need it. You want to be a real follower, you got to really, you got to follow them, the real followers here. You know? I want to see Karuna kissing the feet of, who do we have to kiss? Janaki's. I want to see Eric scrubbing the floors. Not giving classes showing how smart he is, how the meaning of Veda and breaking it all down in a nice, proud way. I don't want to see that stuff. Bow down, mister! Yeah. So real followers have the mercy of the Lord, and the way you get it is you find a real follower and you become their servant. That's the real path. That's why you don't have to follow the rules and regulations to get the mercy of Lord Chaitanya. That's false preaching. You don't have to be an Olympic devotee, Olympic star, the great faster and a great chanter of 1 lakh or 2 lakhs and 3 lakhs. No, you don't. I don't think Amy chants 1 lakh. Lalita doesn't. Nobody. Govinda doesn't. But they've got the mercy of a real follower of the Lord Chaitanya, a real associate. That's the proof. You know, it's amazing to me. So I just tell you what comes across my desk here. You know, I get people that tell me all the time that are really got the mercy and have faith in what we're doing. Remember Jesus said, the only sin is unbelief in me. And when you have a real guru, that is in force. And if you can't handle that truth, you ain't no guru, because you must wield that truth. When people really have faith in you, even though they don't follow all the rules, Franny and Noodles don't follow everything. But you know, Noodles gave this wonderful glorification of how she feels. Her and her husband, it's like they're part of Krishna's family, and because that's true. Krishna is so pleased that you have faith in this crazy madman here who yells and screams and throws everything around. Gets a little intense only sometimes, not all the time. Maybe most of the time. Yeah, like Chaitanya Das, faith is all, and that's really there. I always love that statement of Jesus. Those who have belief in me. See, belief that he came from God and he spoke God's real word. And they come to love him, right? Tell me anybody who's a real devotee and a liberated soul that's a disciple of Jesus who doesn't really love Jesus. If you have no love for Jesus or his family, his real family, not the hypocrites, just like Johan, he has no love for me. We all know it. Well, you don't know, not everybody. Lalita knows that. He can, but he has to be a real follower. I mean, follow a real follower and not compete. So, that's why we're smashing the false ego. Thor's hammer is here, man. God, man, I said I didn't want to do this stuff anymore. Yeah, see, I have my plan and Krishna has his. What can I do? Yeah. So that's the essence. What is a real follower? One who has faith in a real follower. See, and that's the point. If you really got the mercy of the Lord, blessed are the pure in heart, they shall see God. If in your heart, you're distressed in this world, which, you're lucky if you're feeling distressed and you're praying to God, who you don't know. Nobody knows the Lord intimately except the real follower of the Lord. And then the Lord has mercy on you, leading you to his real devotees. He did that with me. I was distressed. I didn't until, my world crumbled, man, and I was weak bodily and mentally. And I had nowhere to go and nobody could help me. I turned to God and I said, please help me. Is there anything? I'm a stupid person. I can't anything. And then all of a sudden the miracle started. He led me and ultimately to real devotees. And he showed me what false followers are. See, a real devotee is a real follower of Lord Chaitanya. Really, that is the essence. A real follower is a devotee who has spiritual emotions. They have spiritual emotions and they cry just like people in the world cry, but their tears, they're like an anointing. They don't cause pain. See, so this causes bliss. See, they cry and they relish intimacy with God, even though they may not see God physically, but the God is in his name, and he's given us a transcendental tongue. When you get the mercy and you get awakened by being with a real follower, and you can taste that closeness with God right on your tongue. What do you think it means, dancing, Krishna's dancing on your tongue? Literally, it's like he's very close, and that's how you associate with the Lord. Sanatana Goswami said, all glories to the holy name. This is my great treasure. See, because he could taste. He wasn't just doing it for a discipline, because he's supposed to and didn't want to go to hell. He relished chanting the holy name. Look at Lalita singing. She loves to sing. Can you tell? Just all she's doing is relishing the singing right before all of us and just amazing everybody. Where is that coming from? That's her deep taste for the holy name. She's like a singer like Mukunda. You want to know what Mukunda was like singing? Well, all you have to do is see Lalita. And it's just increasing. You notice when you're on this path and really on it, and the mercy of the Lord and the Lord and the Lord's devotees, it just increases, just like here it says in the verse. Where is it? Oh, it's down here. See, I offer my respectful obeisances to the all-glorious Advaita Prabhu, who forms the second branch of the eternal tree, and his followers who form his sub-branches. See, so now nobody knows what Advaita was like until you meet a real follower and you see that reflection of the Advaita in the real followers. That's parampara. Otherwise, you'll never know what God is really like. It's an act of great mercy. God is unattainable and unknowable. The Vedas teach that. See, and he can only be known not by austerity, not by renunciation. You people teaching the wrong thing in Vaishnavism or any ism. He cannot be known by pious deeds even. You can't build enough hospitals to know God. He's only attained by mercy. The path of mercy and the devotee are synonymous. When you find the real devotee, you found the path of mercy. And if you have faith in that person, that is for real, the real gold, just that faith from your heart, you're delivered. It's always been that way. St. Paul taught this, and these Pharisees didn't believe it. Just like the Pharisees in here often don't believe it. But those simple persons like Chaitanya, Leela Das, and Amy, and Fanny, and Noodles, and Pani, who know they're not super dupers. They're not super duper devotee, Olympic stars, or they don't try to be. But they're just simple people, admit their thing. That's Vrindavan. It's always been that way. They like the residents of Vrindavan have faith in Krishna. And Krishna sends his real associate here to give a message. And those who have faith in it are delivered. Do you notice you're getting the message here? This message is powerful. It changes people's lives. Come on! Wake up! Hold. Calm down. Peace, peace. Peace. I'm okay now. Okay. Instead of getting mad, I'll just hold this up sometimes, okay? And shake it. Yeah, that's it. It's very simple like that. And this is my experience of not only from the scriptures that I believed, I really love those verses about the simplicity of faith in the real associate of the Lord, because Maya is always trying to get you not to be faithful in those devotees, even within our Sangha. Don't you think, see, this is a test with Johan? You trying to, just naturally, even here, to get people distracted and say, well, I don't know, maybe Johan's the real guru, maybe, yeah, so yeah, it's that simple. Yeah, so that's why Jesus said, those who believe in me, the only sin that remains is unbelief in a real follower of Lord Chaitanya. That's the practical side of this. And a real follower means a living one. You got to, otherwise, how do you know what one is? Look, come on, man. How does anybody know? Do you ever see these people? The guy in Jonestown, there's so many like this. They say they're followers of Jesus, and they paint a picture that's not the real Jesus, and you follow that picture they're painting for you, and you got the Kool-Aid, right? The poison Kool-Aid. Uh-oh, did you break our only glass? Yeah, and so you got to find a real follower, and see, that's why we do Guru Sadhu Shastri here. Yeah, no problem. Yeah, this is Guru Sadhu Shastri here. See, so otherwise you're in danger. If a person's a fake guru, they can pull it off if you don't understand the checks and balances of how to know who is a real guru. See, Jesus tried to teach people. He said that the mark of a prophet is, and this is from his experience. This is from the experience of all real close liberated devotees. They always have this extraordinary characteristic. The mark of a prophet or an acharya or a real spiritual master is they clarify what is said before. They take the scriptures and they speak those scriptures or sing those scriptures, and they clarify what those scriptures mean. Why? Because they're Bhagavad Gita 10:10 in person. In a person. See, Bhagavad Gita 10:10 has to be in a person, not only in a book. See? Otherwise, you look in the book and it's not in you. Therefore, whatever you explain is speculation. That's what we have all these gurus. That Bhagavad Gita 10:10 is not in them. Therefore, they explain it speculation on what it is. Oh, Gohari, is Gohari in the rasa dance? They think that, did you see colored lights going on and you see gopis running around or that? Oh, I guess I could tell you that. I could say, oh, yeah, follow me. You know how many gurus do this? Really? Yeah, follow me. You see, my name is, I'm a Manjari name, and I'm an intimate. So, oh, come to me. I'll give you a Manjari name, and then you'll be a Manjari. A lot of Radhakund Babajis teach this. Oh, yeah, you know, Narayan Raj's form is like this, da. Oh, and do you think that's real? You know, why would anybody say these things that you can't understand yourself? You know, that's like saying, well, just believe me blindly. No Guru Sadhu Shastra. You know, hey man, are you a real guru in any of those groups? Babaji's, Narayan Raj, or ISKCON? Are you any real gurus? And what is a real guru, man? Real guru transmits that association that they have with the Lord to the real disciples, the real ones, faithful ones, not people who come for some other motive. That's why I asked Sim today, right? What are you here for? You want to be guru or do you want to get a guru? Well, I didn't know there was, yeah, you come here. The whole thing, I'm teaching the book, man. You know, I'm teaching you the path. The path is if you don't have prema, bhakti, you need a spiritual master. And that's practically everybody I've seen here. So what are you coming here for? Well, we found out what Johan was coming. He was coming here to be guru, all in my name. See, because the shadow has no power. That's a shadow. The shadow has no power. It has to come to this where the source is. See? That's why it's in name only. They got no power. They have to be. Most of these leaders were like that with Prabhupada. They had to go to the source so they can become guru. As soon as Prabhupada left, the Vyasa-sans went way up. And you had to worship them to get to God. And they're like 22-year-old persons who don't even know anything about the world. And people still believe this bullshit, man. See, the cheaters and the cheated. You know, people, they're preaching this in ISKCON and all these groups. Don't follow the cheaters and the cheated and all. They're part of them. They're just words, but you're a cheated person, man. Or you became guru and you're not qualified. No, you're not a by medium. You're a cheated person and you cheat others. So the cheaters and the cheated are all blind. What did Jesus call them? Blind guides. If you don't have what you see here, the ecstatic devotion, you don't see it transmitted everything, you found a blind alley, a blind guide, blind followers. That's why we only get quality here. They get quantity. See, we get quality. Yeah. People coming here and like let me just tell everybody, you're in the wrong place here if you're not coming to see if what I'm teaching here is like for you. Like if you think you come here and you think, Oh, I didn't. He's talking about gurus and all that, and I'm not interested in the guru. I don't want to, this thing. I don't believe in any man. See, don't believe in any man or anything like that. See, one of Eric's persons there was it Eric things or Johan? Somebody. Who was it? Oh yeah. Wait. Who is it? Oh yeah. Johan's thing, this lady comes that's on my friends list. And he's talking about how bogus I am, basically, under his breath. He's actually a word juggler, but and she says, yeah, that's why I won't worship any man. See? And what does he say? He doesn't say anything. Because it's all, it's no conclusiveness for this guy. He's just, followers. He didn't chastise them. He said, well, what is it? There is bona fide guru and all. He doesn't have the power, man. See? He didn't say, well, you're supposed to have a bona fide guru and all that. So I'll tell you, man, if you're coming here, this is an advanced course. I mean, you can get, if you come here that you say, well, God, I want to see if truth is here and all that. Yeah, that's honest. Okay? But if you come here and you know that you're not here, like we got that guy, that Nari, he's not here to have a guru. He just comes here as a tourist and, he's not looking for that. He wants to be in charge. Yeah. So that's how it is. I mean, God, Lord Chaitanya appointed spiritual masters for people, even though he was here in this world. Raghunath Das had a spiritual master. Can you imagine? Rupa Goswami was a spiritual master. No, his spiritual master was Sanatan. Yeah. And if you grumble about this path, because the only thing is for you people, I can see why you do grumble, because most of the gurus are really not high quality. They're not liberated souls. And as soon as they become gurus like this and get followers, they become puffed up. How can you not? You got to taste transcendental relationship with the Lord, and then your heart gets purified by that bhakti. See? And then your word will purify others. See, it's that simple. If people listen to it, if people hear it. People seem either to hate you or love you genuinely, or want to suck your power. Yeah, they know there's power here, yeah. That's what seems to happen. And when one really loves you, they really love you and see true greatness and can't. Yeah. See, this is what she's saying is a great secret. If you love a real devotee, it's just like loving Krishna. So, for example, Radharani you notice in the spiritual master teaching in chapter 1 of Adi Lila, see? Adi Lila. Chapter 1, when it teaches you this secret verse that I guarantee you, Johan can't even understand in his dreams, especially now. Krishna saw in Radharani, see, Krishna is God, okay? He's God. Radharani is a devotee and his greatest devotee. And he was awestruck. He said, look how happy Radharani is because of the strength and her depth of her pure love for me. Look at all the secrets she knows about me that I don't even know about myself because of the strength of her love. I'm not finished yet. Look at the happiness she feels because of the strength of her love. I can't even understand it, therefore, boom, Lord Chaitanya appeared magically to experience how wonderful it is to know God by the power of love. And it's the only way. Am I getting dramatic enough? Yeah. See? I'm getting into this now, man. Storytelling. You're gonna tell a story, man. You gotta tell a story. You know, you gotta make it alive, living. See? Yeah, so by the strength of her love, that she could understand Krishna. What do you think it is? That's why you see, Lord Chaitanya said, because Ramananda Roy, you were a real devotee, a real ecstatic devotee. Mars Pachabhuta loves you so much that Krishna will give mercy upon him. What is that mercy? Oh, then you found the secret. See? Now you know what is the nature of Krishna. See? Because of the strength of your love for a devotee. But then Lord Chaitanya went on to say, but those who claim to be my devotees directly, or like, oh, isn't it funny? Johan, under my breath, Johan, you know. I don't need, yeah, you see, all I need is the holy name. The holy name's Krishna, isn't it? Radha is also Krishna. Did you know that? Well, yeah, yes, and Radha is God, she has the marks of God on her feet. And you know what Johan says? Oh, I don't really need Guru anymore. He's not believing in my bullshit, man. So now the real path is direct service to the Lord. All you need is the holy name, right? Then we hear him say that over and over again. Yeah, that's Maya's trick, man. If you believe that bullshit, then you will not. Devotee. Is this working? It says live. Okay, I guess we are. Oh, sound has gone bad. Oh. Oh, we're back? Okay, we're back. Okay, good. We're back. Yeah, the vibration that keeps knocking the thing out, the microphone. Yeah. Where was I? Where were we? Yeah. Yeah, so it's the strength of that pure love of God, that we can understand Krishna as Krishna is. And that love is a gift in the parampara. When you find a devotee, and you never know, like people might say, well, who is Gaur Hari's guru? Yeah, actually, I had initiation from about 4 or 5 of them. All of them saying they're better than the others. And I found that none of them really None of them added anything to me. If anything, they subtracted some stuff for a while. See? So the main thing is, does the devotee have the qualities of the Lord Chaitanya? And so you see, just by the fact, if you say, well, go, all right, who's your guru and all that, and I could say, well, actually, better not, it's not to go down that road, because it's not about that. A lot of people have gurus and they're still nothing special, nothing much. The better question is asked, well, is Gaurahari understand the science of Krishna consciousness? Is he a devotee of Lord Chaitanya and the devotees of Lord Chaitanya? Is he bringing forth a clarity on the scriptures that's unparalleled? Does he have ecstatic devotion that you don't just see anywhere and everywhere? Does he have, is he one out of 1,000 gurus? See, you got to see, because if you have the real mercy of Lord Chaitanya, then you will have symptoms and qualities. Not like, well, he was initiated this way and all that. Because, when you come here, I'll teach you all these intricacies that nobody knows. These gurus don't know any of this stuff, and it's all simple stuff, When Advaita wasn't, or Sarvabhauma wasn't yet converted, he said, well, who's Lord Chaitanya's guru? And you know who's the guru of Lord Chaitanya was? One of his sannyas guru was Keshava Bharti. And you know what Keshava Bharti was? A Mayavadi. He was into Brahman. But the Lord took initiation from him. So Sarvabhauma said, oh, that's really low class. That's a low class sampradaya. Let me bring him into a higher class one. And the follower of Lord Chaitanya, who understood, that was, I think, Gopinath Acharya, said, hey, Sarvabhauma, he doesn't need to take initiation from this sampradaya or that sampradaya and everything. He has all the symptoms of the Supreme Personality of Godhead in him. What are those symptoms? He was ecstatic. Not only like on the level of a devotee, but even extraordinary so, because he was in the mood of Radha. He was a combined form of Radha and Krishna. That's how they ascertained he was Radha and Krishna combined form, because they never seen such authority come through even a devotee. They've never seen such depth of knowledge come through even a devotee. He was beyond compare. They never seen such ecstasy coming through such a devotee to that extent. What devotee, even any devotee has showed the symptoms of arms going inside the body like a tortoise and blood pouring out of his pores in such great ecstasies and all kinds of amazing things. They knew this was like Radha's ecstasies that nobody knew. So when you meet a real follower, they won't be the Supreme Lord. The Lord is the Lord. But you will see the qualities of the Lord. You'll see an ecstatic personality. You'll see a very clear, conclusive, logical, and intelligent personality, even though they might wear a t-shirt or be a nobody in this world. See, everybody else is trying to be somebodies because they need props. See, to prop them up into their positions. You ever see these things? They try to prop something up. They need sticks and all that to prop it up. See? The devotee is propped up by the grace of God. They're propped up by the mercy of the Lord. They're propped up by the intelligence of God. Like Chaitanya Das. Chaitanya Leela Das. He put up one of these things. He said, we're not here. See, I'm not here to give you my opinion. I'm here to give you Krishna's opinion. See, and if you got Krishna's opinion, then you got the word of God, right? But if you don't have Krishna's opinion, you can't awaken people like we're awakening them here. This is proof these words have power, man. They change lives. If you believe in, don't tell me you believe in me, but you don't believe in these words, and I'm a under breath speculator. See? That's why he doesn't believe in, he's encased in Putana, the false ego, so identified. That's why he always didn't like purification, right? Always, purification, I don't need purification. No, I don't want, no. I'll stay in hypocrisy. See, this is what we're bringing to light here. Yoani, you see, I'm working on that guy. He's going to see the hypocrisy that is running him. He's going to see, oh, glory's glory. Now, all of a sudden, you notice, isn't that kind of weird? He can't see it. Isn't that kind of weird? For 6 years, oh, glory's glory, and all this stuff. And now my picture was small, with Radha and Krishna, a very small one. But now that's not even there. And I had these big, long titles every day. You go listen to his classes, big, long titles. His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhakti, Gaur Das, and all these things. And now I'm a Gaur Das, Gaur. That's the false ego. It's hypocrisy. You say one thing, but you're feeling inside, and inside you're a different person. Pundraka in Krishna Lila, he had 2 false arms to prop him up. They would look at him from a distance, because, and the king and kingdoms you see in the movies, they're all the way up there. And so he would put these false arms up, and he'd go before people and say, there's Krishna! Wow! All glories to Krishna. He propped up with those false arms. How do these gurus prop themselves up? How does Bhagavan Das have? I couldn't believe it. The guy's just an ordinary person, Maybe a little charismatic because he's got kind of a good-looking type guy and all that stuff. But is he transcendental? Should he have people following him? Isn't the idea of followers meant for a transcendental personality? I mean, come on. When I hear followers, I just think quality. Quality follower means I follow the best. That best is Lord Chaitanya. But because we don't have a direct experience of Lord Chaitanya directly, you follow an intimate follower of Lord Chaitanya. That's quality, man. That's why you get quality here and not quantity. You notice that people coming here are really nice. They're people you like to associate with. That's why some of these whippersnappers in here that don't come here for the real reason. They got motives. They say, whoa, there's some good energy in Gauri. You get some energy here. He attracts really good people. Wow, look at this. We got Amy Rose, this precious heart. And we got people looking at her body or something, man. I look in the heart. You ain't going to touch that heart, man. You're going to step on that heart. Oh, so many beautiful hearts here. See, we get quality. And where's the quantity of most are neophytes and Vaishnavas? Most people don't know. If you know where a real follower is, if you get a real spiritual master who is a real intimate associate of Lord Chaitanya and a real resident of Vrindavan, you found the path. You found the best purification in the world. All you have to do is sit your fanny in front of the camera and listen attentively. And get purified. But you know what? Those who, a lot of times they don't do that. Their minds are all over the place and they can't listen. They can't sit and listen. And they're not really getting purified very fast. because they're not following the process of attending to hearing, or they got material motives. They come here for some other reason, or they come here to be guru, and all in the name of their guru. That's called donkey urine. What Johan's drinking is donkey urine. To be honest with you and frank, is that my opinion? No, it's Raghunath Das's opinion. If a person wants name and fame and to be important above their own spiritual master that they praised for so long, and to act against their guru like that, they're drinking donkey urine. They are so full of false ego. Are you ready for it? They're under there. Urine. Let me tell you, where's the wee-wee here? They didn't put a little wee-wee in the donkey. Where's the wee-wee? Drink. Johan, drink some more. I tell you, I'm ready to faint, man. There we go. Drink some more, Johan. Boy, your followers also let them drink well, deeply. See, the donkey is not complete without a wee-wee. So, Janaki, I want you to sew one on this. I want you to sew a wiener on for my preaching, for Lilita's preaching. Oh yeah, I'm going to pass it on to her. Janaki can do that. She can sew a wee-wee on him. Just take the tail off. You take the tail, put that on as a wiener. So Abaye, I don't know, are you in the right place? I mean, have you ever seen anything like this, a spectacle like this? Don't you know, they Oh, Lolita will do it herself. Oh yeah, then you can use that one for your preaching, man. And that'll be the demon slayer. Yeah, a nice long one. Thick too, nice. Yeah. So really, that's the trick. The game is to find the real followers. See, all glories to the real followers of Advaita. That he was connected to Lord Chaitanya, intimate associate, and the real followers are your way to connect to Advaita, especially when he disappeared. You got to find a real follower. Like if I did, I'm 70 years old, right? Who knows how long I'll be here? But you got to find a real follower here. A real follower you can see is looking pretty good now is Chaitanya Das. Janaki, Amy Rose, look at Aman. You got all these people. They're real followers, more actually. Real followers is they have faith in their guru. And just simply by that, all of a sudden everything works so nicely in their life. even though they're, not like a perfect renunciate. Isn't that what they teach in Vaishnavism? When Lord Chaitanya disappeared, you know what infiltrated Vaishnavism? What you see now. I'm telling you, Bhakti Siddhanta wrote about this. When Lord Chaitanya disappeared, the renunciates infiltrated the parampara, the austere persons, the doers, the doers, and they what they did was they contaminated it with this Vaidhi platform. Okay, so the real devotees, they didn't have to do austerities to attain Krishna. They already had Krishna. That's what I'm teaching you. If you wanted Krishna, if you went to those renunciates, just like now, if you go to these gurus who are like that, they might not even do austerities, many or some or whatever, but they may be preaching that. They have this hypocrisy still. Okay, you go to them to get Krishna, but you don't get Krishna. They can't give you Krishna. Only the real devotees. So the real devotees separated themselves. Whoever came to them into their party, they were the real followers of Lord Chaitanya, following the path of prema. They attained Krishna, so you attain Krishna by a faith in those who have attained Krishna. If you have faith in Vaidhi, okay, fine. Prabhupada taught that in the beginning because people are less intelligent. Most are still like that. But if you have faith in this word, this is the real direction, isn't it? I mean, isn't it sound even logical? Isn't it what Jesus said, those who believe in me, all your sins are forgiven? Why are they saying they got to chant and chant and chant and do and do and do and austere, and fast and fast and fast to get rid of sin? But Jesus, you should just go to Jesus. Well, is an intelligent person say, well, hey man, Jesus said if I believe in him, I'll get rid of sin. The problem is you'll run into false followers of Jesus and they'll give you the preaching of the wrong Jesus and you won't be free of sin. I tell you, that's how it works. You come here, man. You can check what I'm saying here, can't you? You can look in the book. You can look in the Bible. Yeah, didn't Jesus say that? Those who believe in me, their sins are forgiven? Go on, you notice people believing in this preaching, their sins are forgiven? I can just see these mundane people out there, these less intelligent people say, well, how can you say they're forgiven of sins? Because it's so friggin' obvious. My God, if you chant in ecstasy, you're free of zillions of sins. There is no way you can chant his holy name in such madness like we do, unless you're free of sin. That's why they don't have the symptoms. The gurus and their blind followers and these blind leaders don't have the symptoms of being free of sin. It's not like, well, go on, you're sinful because you ate this and drank that and had a cup of coffee or a glass of wine. No, free of sin means God has chosen you and you've chosen him and you're married and you prove it that you have a love affair with Krishna. It's that simple. Is it clear? Crystal? No brainer, like Amy says? We got to deprogram people from bullshit, man, taking on bullshit ideas and lies and speculations and following these wannabes. Come on, can you tell there's no real shelter? That's why I said, Abaye, and anybody else, if you're sincere, you spend 1 month or 2 months here, and you'll probably be here forever. Because Krishna, if he sees you really want him, and you're getting him, man, you're getting the conclusive truth that you can't get with 1,000 Purishits or 1,000,000 Jaipatakas. That's when you know. That's called faith. When you associate with a real devotee who has real bhakti, who is a real associate of the Lord, that's your chance to develop faith. And from that faith, you get everything. You're delivered by faith. You're justified. That's what I always have to fight the Pharisees like St. Paul did. They thought, no, you're justified by works. No! And then they go, no, you see, James said faith without works is dead. Faith, no, you don't know what works are. The work of faith is what saves you. Faith is showing you're faithful. Faith with works, like Johann. Where's your blah, 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 blah. Faith without works of being faithful, taking the chastisement because it's necessary. Who the heck can bring out that false ego, that putana out of that guy? He was hidden in there, right? You had to do extreme measures to save this guy. He can't see what's plainly obvious. We have to get that putana out. Where's my spit tune? Funny, putana, spit, putana. You got to bring it out, man. Act it out. Act like a Putin. Show us all how stupid you are, man. Isn't that amazing? It's almost ludicrous, isn't it? Now, see, when Krishna brought out the real form by sucking the life out, this is how it's done. This is practical, man. We're sucking the life out of the Putana there, the Putana, Johan Putana Das. We're sucking the life out of him, right? It comes out. And then you see the real form. Is anybody seen the real form yet? Or do we have to suck out more of that? Can you see how Putana is? The two-faced, lies, backstabbers. Can you imagine? Johann said he didn't need any purification. Can you imagine Lalita? He said he didn't need any purification. Just see. Yeah. See, so the devotees in Vrindavan could see the real form of Putana. What does that look like? Just some ugly idiot? No, it looks like the qualities of backstabbing, the qualities of false, of hypocrisy, like a Judas thing. And betraying their guru with a kiss. And always stabbing in the back, preaching against, not believing his word, all this stuff. You see, he said he didn't need any purification, but we got to show him. Not only show that real form there, show that is icky, man. That is drinking that stuff, man. Donkey urine, man. See, otherwise he can't advance. He'll just die of Putana. So we got to have some action, man. See, the pastimes are like that. You get some. It's like a drama. Get some drama going. It's all a play, When when you get the mercy of this line here, the real mercy, you see, it's just a play. You deliver people just playing. You play with demons. You play with snakes. You get the power to do that. Otherwise, people don't have the power. You don't have the power to handle a Johann. It's sneaky and tricky and everything. If that's the boon you'll get here. If you're a sincere devotee of the Lord and then you become a real devotee of a devotee, because you just feel it. You realize these things. The Lord will show you the truth of all these things. Then you have the power to deal with snakes where they won't step on you or step on your heart, and cause you misery, stuff like that. See, you'll get a heart like a liberated soul. Basically, you'll share the same heart with God. It's amazing. It's wonderful. That's what you get here. But if you're not sincere, you want something else, you may come here for that. Donkey urine, drink a little donkey urine, but in the long run, I'm out here. I want to bag that big that's like big game for me, the hunter always likes sport. Hey man, when you find a real associate of Lord Chaitanya and Radha and Krishna, you found a sportsman. Otherwise you don't understand the sport. That's why, Krishna sent Narada Muni. He said, bring me some game. See game? This big game? It's a big game. It's true. The Lord said, hey, Narada Muni, go over there and spark some fear in Kamsa so he can send me some sports. I want to engage in some sports here and do some teaching at the same time. Okay? That's what Krishna did, and it teaches us many things. This is here you learn about the obstacles. You're in classroom here, man. You're practical, hands-on. This is not only just classroom. You look in the book, we look in the book and study, and then we got the real life example. Where do you get, how many lifetimes you get the example of exposing a putana so that you can see it? Because if you can see it now, and you can understand this obstacle, it'll never plague you again. See? This is called knowledge. This is called transcendental knowledge, real wisdom, not the kind of Sadguru wisdom. He's a real big putana and nobody can see it. If he comes here, I'll draw that form out, man. He doesn't care about anybody. He's a putana. How do you know, Goy? Well, I saw him on camera, man. He's a world welcome. Those are the Society of Demons, the World Economic Forum. And he's part of that. Matter of fact, he's on the same bus. He says, yeah, we should depopulate. I agree. There's too many people here. What is that? All in the name of trying to do you good. The guy wants you to go. And he's teaching, and disciples and thousands of them. And he wants to get rid of the people on the planet. That's called hypocrisy. And people go to such teachers thinking they're wise, but they die without the real fruit. Unless they come here. Yeah, I mean, I put it out because that's why either you'll like this or you hate this, or because if you hate this, it's just purification and you can't take it, or you're forced to take it. It's like medicine, Am I saying any lies, or is this absolutely true? Really? Do you think Johann is actually sane? No, that's complete. No devotee would actually do what he does. That is ridiculous if he's a real devotee. No, he's covered by the putana obstacle. I'm here to help him out of that if he's helpable. Otherwise, he'll just go and he'll become a teacher or something out there, but not a very good one. He'll deal with the neophytes, like Vallabhabhata did, and he might even become Mahaprabhu, see, he likes to go directly to God, ultimately that's what you want. Yeah, wannabes hate honeybees. Isn't that amazing? Well, that's a good one there, Lalita. Thank you. So we accumulate Lord Chaitanya's through the cups of our ears like water. Yeah, I mean, you become like Arjuna. When you get purified, you see, Johann's always been squirming, always in his head and thinks he knows and all that stuff. And it's a Vallabhabhata obstacle. Therefore, he doesn't get deeply purified. It stays all superficial. See? So no, when you really get this, you become like Arjuna on the battlefield, listening intently to Krishna, who is speaking, clarifying things that haven't been clarified before in the scriptures, the essence, and bringing forth new things. And it was fascinating. Arjuna was relishing it, tasting that. How do you know? Well, because you can see the same kind of thing here. When you have a bona fide guru, you can see their real followers hanging on every word, tasting the words that are coming through the devotee. I mean, I do it myself. It's not like false ego. It's a real ego thing. We're here to be flutes of the Lord, servants and channels for the Lord's mercy and knowledge and transcendental knowledge and ecstatic love. We're here to represent that. That's the will of God in Vrindavan. Thy will be done on earth as it is in Vrindavan. The Lord in this Kali Yuga wants Vrindavan, and that's our work here. But that's why we got to have a putana, right? You know, we got to have donkeys coming sometimes, you know, so we can shake the donkey and teach them. Yeah. Yeah. So, and that happens. You can see devotees already like Arjuna here, some of them. They listen, they get very ecstatic and wild with bliss. Yeah. This is how that'll happen to everybody if you listen attentively. You know, but if your things are going inside and you find it hard to do that because you don't, you know, you just, then that's just what it is. You know, it takes a little bit longer. Yeah, you know, it's not conclusive to bhakti behavior. You know, you don't turn on your guru no matter what, especially when they're bona fide. You don't turn on them because they're not kissing your ass. You know, that's why I showed you the real disciples are like, you know, like Lalita. You know, she, you know, went through a lot. She didn't ever lose faith, even though it was tough. You know. But there was heavy purification that needed to be happened, you know, and so she went through it, and now look at the results, beautiful. Yeah, you know, the real example is not a Johann where you turn on the guru because you get some heavy sauce and he strips you down of the false ego. You know, the ideal is Jiva Goswami, whose guru said, "Get out!" loud. You know, you think Rupa Goswami's always like that, right? Get out of Vrindavan! You are not in the moon. How dare you? Get out of here! And he didn't say, "Oh, you know, Rupa, who are you to, you know? I have the right opinion. Yeah, let me preach against you." That wasn't. See, Vaishnava was. He took it to heart and realized he loved his guru. He believed in his guru, and his guru had something there for him. It was going to be important ultimately. Yeah, and so he lived in a crocodile hole, you know, for atonement until he was called out. The guru came, "Oh, come out of that hole. Come back to Vrindavan." See, it was a real vibe. That's a real vibe. A lot of people can't come up to the stand. You're going to, you know, and the Lord is nice. He's not like, "Oh, you know, you got to be perfect like Jiva Goswami." Yeah, but, you know, you got to be somewhere like that, not like the opposite. See, that's why I'm not hard on everybody here. You know, or not so often hard on everybody, because some people don't need it. They just take the good news and they have faith. See? So the hammer is, you know, the sledgehammer, Thor's hammer of truth is for, you know, to smack the donkeys out there, the stupid ones, the putanas. Okay? That's their medicine. They don't know anything else. Just like a donkey. Unless you give a stick and beat it, it doesn't know anything else. You can say, "Oh, please, please, please move." And the donkey will just look at you like this. Hee-ha, hee-ha, this stupid fool. Hee-ha, hee-ha, thinks I'm going to move with cute words, with sweet words. And then it stops the hee-haw when it gets smacked in the ass. And ooh, we better move. Appropriate medicine for different people. That's why you see, Jesus said, "I've been, and this is for every guru. You can look here and see, is guru, are you at this standard even? Yes or no? Don't, you know, Johann imitates, he says yes or no like I do, but he can't pull it off like I do. It's only imitation. Yes or no? Open up the book. I've been anointed by the Spirit of the Lord to free the captives. That's Thor's hammer sometimes. That's Sudarshan chakra. They need free. You got to go to war, man, right? And to preach the good news to the poor in spirit. Can you tell the difference between a spirited person that has the Putana spirit and making the person go jump around like a bucking bronco, man? See, that's how you free the captives. You pull out the weapons. Chakra, chakra, chakra. Club, club, club. What other weapons do they have? Arrows! Pew! Truth bombs. Give me a grenade. Sometimes you get a nice grenade, you know, of truth, man. Just get it and lob it over in Johann's camp. That's what I do here. Yeah, I got a good grenade bomb for you, man. Just lob it over there in his camp over there. It's great, man. I love this, man. This is fun, man. I just have so much fun, man. I don't know if he's thinking it's fun. I was waiting for a little sport, right? Isn't it nice? Don't feel it. Oh God, it's his sangha falling apart. Falling apart, man. We're just having some sport. Yeah, if you don't have a Putana, how can we teach the philosophy of Krishna consciousness? How can we teach, how to get into Vrindavan and say, well, you see, this is one of the obstacles here. Don't believe in Putanas. I got to stop my voices. Finished. Made them laugh enough downstairs there. It's enough laughing from you. You got to take a break. Yeah, he's laughed all day. See, all she does is laugh now, Although we're training her up, man, she's the demon slayer now. She even got Maria. Maria says, wow. And Abaye says, whoa, what's a powerful woman. You're right, man. Yeah, we train them up like that. You want to be a powerful woman or you want to go around like this? Oh, I don't want to commit any offense. Oh, I'm so... You want to be like that or you want to be like Lalita? We'll make you like a Lalita. A lioness. Wonder Woman. You have to wonder, man. What is she tasting? Okay. Hare Krishna, everybody. Thank you for coming to the show. I hope you enjoyed it. There's much better ones here, of course, obviously. Yeah. Boy, a lot of comments, man. Yeah. Your blessings, yeah. Yeah, thanks for everything. Yeah. I hope you had a good time here, Try to make it spicy. Because, we're in Latin America. It's very spicy here, everything.